Good evening. Welcome. Please remain standing if you are able to do so for the presentation of our flag and the Star-Spangled Banner played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Michael Hawkins, a musical theater student in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the university, I wish to thank the Army Color Guard for the presentation of colors, and Michael Hawkins and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentation. I would also like to thank the interpreters from Paraquad Deafway Interpreting Services for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. Please be seated. I would like to welcome everyone again to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. My name is Denise Cobb, and I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and I'm delighted to celebrate this spring 2019 commencement with you. This evening, we will confer baccalaureate degrees on candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Engineering. I'm pleased to acknowledge the Platform Party. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Would all members of the Platform Party please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Seated in the front rows before me are members of the faculty, and staff members are located throughout the building. It is through their dedicated work in designing and executing the curricula of the university, as well as providing critical student support services, that our students have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this graduation ceremony today. Would all faculty and staff in attendance please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I'd also like to welcome guests joining us today from Istanbul Technical University. SIUE participates in a dual diploma program with ITU, where students spend 2 years on each campus and earn a Bachelor's of Science in Engineering from both universities. With us today are many family members of the ITU dual diploma graduates. Would all of the ITU guests and graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you for joining us. Please be seated. It is now my honor to welcome SIUE student trustee to the SIU Board of Trustees, Molly Smith. Molly was elected to the SIU Board of Trustees in April 2018 by her peers at SIUE. She completes her bachelor's in biological sciences and psychology this weekend and will graduate with minors in chemistry and forensic science. Molly served as a student government senator, has been an active member of Alpha Sigma Tau, participated in the university's student leadership development program, was an assistant for biological and environmental sciences in the undergraduate research and creative activities program, and has participated in medical missions to provide care to underserved populations. Please welcome student trustee Molly Smith.
Good afternoon. Chancellor Pembroke, Provost Cobb, distinguished members of the Platform Party, graduates, guests, and friends. I'm happy to address you today in my role as a member of the SIU Board of Trustees. Membership on the board involves a lot of responsibility, and the reward for that is knowing that our efforts are in support of my fellow, well-educated graduates who are prepared to use hard-earned knowledge and skills to improve our world. As a soon-to-be proud alumna of this institution, I understand the amount of effort you've invested in reaching your goal of walking in today's ceremony. Congratulations on the commitment you've shown and the adventures that await us all. I'm looking forward to hearing about all your accomplishments in the coming years and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly, for your service to the university, and congratulations on your achievements. Dr. Randy Pembroke became the 9th Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville on August 1st, 2016. He is an SIUE alumnus, having earned a bachelor's in music education in 1978, a bachelor's in music performance in 1979, and a master's in music education in 1980. He earned his doctorate in music education in 1984 from Florida State University. The SIUE campus is grateful for his leadership and commitment to our university. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Randy Pembroke.
Thank you, Provost Cobb. I also want to say thank you to student trustee Molly Smith for her words and for being here tonight. Thank you. Well, welcome to our graduates, to our guests, to our family members, and especially to moms on Mother's Day weekend. It is great to have you all here. We're very proud to have such a high-quality group of graduates entering a new phase as SIUE alumni. This weekend, we have recognized 2,571 new SIUE graduates who are joining over 110,000 SIUE alums in our area. We congratulate all of you on the hard work and persistence that brought you to this point. I'd also like to take a brief moment to thank the SIUE leadership team, including Chancellor's Council, Extended Chancellor's Council, and the deans who have provided outstanding leadership. Let's give them a hand. Graduates, I hope that you located your family in the audience. I know there are a lot of people here, but as you entered, I hope you kind of have some idea where they're sitting. Because in a moment, I'm going to give you a chance to recognize them. In our first ceremony, I told the graduates that we would clap for them something like 5 times, and it turned out to be 7. The second ceremony, I said we're going to recognize you 7 times, and it turned out to be 9. The third ceremony, I just lost track. So I don't know how many times we're going to clap for you, but I want to give you, graduates, a chance to clap for those individuals in the audience who have made it possible for you to be here. So you can stand up now, do a little eye contact, thumbs up, shout out, whatever you want. Say thank you to the people that made this day possible. You may be seated. Very good. I heard some I love yous. I saw some really meaningful pointing that was going on. So that is great. Family members, we congratulate you on all that you have done to help our graduates. And graduates, you all represent a wide array of backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. You have made SIUE a stronger institution by being here. In fact, SIUE's future reputation is largely dependent on you in the future, your preparation, and we have great confidence in you as you move forward as SIUE ambassadors. We know that you will represent us well in the communities where you live in the future. We know that you will make a difference and that you will inspire all of those that you meet. I also want to say thank you to you graduates because you have made some things possible for this institution. By your presence here, you have helped to make SIUE the fastest growing public institution in Illinois over the last 20 years. By being here, thank you. By being here, you have made SIUE the largest producer of bachelor's degrees in the St. Louis metropolitan area. And by being here, you have helped us launch the successful Communities Collaborative so that we could help cities locally, such as Highland, Godfrey, Edwardsville, and Alton. So thank you for your service in those areas. As you continue to change the world, I hope you will stay in touch through the Alumni Association. I hope you'll come back to campus often. Come back for concerts. I have to say that, I'm the music guy. Come back for arts and issues and lecture series, athletic competitions, and I hope that you already have Homecoming 2019 on your device. It is September 23rd to 28th, so we look forward to you being back for that. I also hope you will consider paying it back or paying it forward. I have wrapped around my neck something called a giving cord. It costs $20.19 in honor of the class of 2019, and it is a great start in helping support future Cougars with scholarships. So I hope you'll think about taking part in that. Let me conclude by saying that life is about change and adjustments. It is about shaping a changing world. So I want to encourage you to reflect on Martin Luther King Jr.'s call to action. He said the following: life's most persistent and urgent question is, what will you do for others? Class of 19, I know you will do much for others. Congratulations to you, and go Cougars. And now, in the next section of our program, it's a great honor for me to confer a Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa upon SIUE's longest-serving president, Earl Lazarson. The honorary doctorate of Humane Letters is bestowed upon individuals who have made a profound impact on SIUE in line with its mission, its vision, and values. Dr. Lazarson dedicated 25 years of service to SIUE. He joined SIUE as a faculty member in 1969 and held several positions, including Professor of Mathematics, Chair of the Mathematics Department, Dean of Social Science and Technology, and Provost. He assumed the role of interim president upon the departure of President Kenneth Shaw in 1979. Dr. Lazarson was named president of SIUE in 1980. During his nearly 14-year tenure as SIUE's president, the title we now refer to as chancellor, Dr. Lazarson made an indelible mark on our university. He was committed to making SIUE an engine for economic development throughout the region. He worked diligently to create the Leadership Council Southwestern Illinois, a regional chamber of commerce, and the Southwestern Illinois Development Authority, which was established as a financial tool for job creation. President Lazarson placed great emphasis on strong undergraduate classes taught by professors. He also focused his attention on minority recruitment and retention efforts with a renewed commitment to the SIUE East St. Louis Center. He initiated the annual Preview SIUE open house event for high school students and their families in 1979. His long list of achievements also includes consolidating various schools into what today is known as the College of Arts and Sciences, and presiding over the construction of several major buildings, including the Vidalabine Center, where we are now, the Student Fitness Center, the Dental Clinic at the SIUE School of Dental Medicine in Alton, the university's first 500-student residence hall, known as Woodland, and the Art and Design Building. In addition to receiving numerous awards and honors, President Lazarson takes great pride in having been recognized with SIUE's Teaching Excellence Award. In 2017, he donated his collection of more than 2,000 books comprised of mathematics materials to Lovejoy Library. The following year, he and his wife created the Anne and Earl Lazarson Endowment to support a Lazarson lecture series in the College of Arts and Sciences and a Dr. Earl Lazarson Mathematical Symposium in the Lovejoy Library. The inaugural Anne and Earl Lazarson lecture was held 1 month ago on April 11th of this year and featured SIUE mathematics alum Dr. John Q. Walker, who discussed multimodal approaches for addressing Alzheimer's. Whether it is through the buildings for which he oversaw construction, within the classrooms where he taught students, or his commitment to the region, we continue to benefit from Dr. Lazarson's impact on our university. I am honored to bestow upon Dr. Earl Lazarson the honorary doctorate of Humane Letters. Unfortunately, due to health issues, Dr. Lazarson couldn't be with us tonight, but we are hoping he is watching on some type of device as this event is being live streamed. So let's give a shout out to Dr. Lazarson. Dr. Lazarson, I hope you're watching. We appreciate all you have done for SIUE. Accepting the award for Dr. Lazarson is his son, Paul. Paul, if you would please come forward. I hope that you will give this to your father with our thanks and our best wishes. Do you have remarks from your father?
I do. Thank you, Doctor. My father is very sorry he can't be with you this evening due to his ill health. And he's asked me to convey his thanks to the Chancellor, the Board of Trustees, and to the faculty, staff, and students who have chosen him for this honor. If he'd been able to be here, this is what he'd have said. I accept with gratitude and humility your recognition of my contributions to SIUE. I congratulate the graduates and all those who have supported them as they pursue their educational goals. I also want to draw your attention to some others who made that pursuit possible. 65 years ago, the citizens of Southwestern Illinois determined that the foundation of a university would accomplish two goals. One, facilitate the economic and cultural development of the region, and two, give their young people who otherwise did not have it access to local, affordable higher education. Those of you who are graduating tonight are the beneficiaries of those early dreamers and planners, and all those since who have worked to make those dreams a reality. The best way you can demonstrate your gratitude is to emulate them. As Americans, we pride ourselves on our independence, but also on our concern for the common good. This magnificent university is a product of that concern. I hope that you also go about your future careers, keep that concern, and use your education to advance the common good for future generations. Commence, go forth, do good, love and respect one another, and build a more perfect union. Thank you.
Howard?
Thank you. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Kristen Ishmael, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a specialization in medical science from the College of Arts and Sciences. A native of Litchfield, Kristen transferred to SIUE from Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. In her words, coming to SIUE was, quote, the best decision she has ever made. She explained that SIUE provided the opportunity to gain confidence and a breadth of knowledge she did not know was possible. Faculty members who watched Kristen thrive noted her positive attitude and gravitation towards leadership positions. Dr. Kevin Kraniak said, quote, "She is not afraid to ask questions. She is always cheerful and eager to work in the lab and often acts as a group leader," end quote. Faculty nominator Dr. Tom Fowler said that during student debates focused on current and foreseeable ethical questions that arise in human genetic diagnoses and treatments, Kristen was eager to join the discussions. Fowler said, quote, "Kristen wasn't only listening, but was processing and testing ideas being presented, formulating her own arguments, weaving in her own experiences, and was willing to put that synthetic view for others to examine, criticize, and learn from, just as we want graduates of the program to do." Kristen supplemented her academic experiences by participating in extracurricular activities. She was an active member of the Pre-Medical Association and the Biology Club, where she served as treasurer, and an at-large member of the Board of Executives. As part of her preparation for medical school, she worked at the Litchfield Family Practice. Kristen, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Cobb, for that kind introduction. I cannot put into words how much of an honor it is to stand in front of you today. The past few years have been a whirlwind, and it is with a lot of bittersweetness that I say goodbye to this beloved university. I've received a lot of advice on the path to get here, some of it good, some of it not quite so useful. But among the better advice are a lot of adages we've all heard, but usually don't take the time to implement. A couple of my favorites are, "Take everything one day at a time," or "Don't give up, slow and steady wins the race." There's always, "Sometimes it's hard to know what you want, even when it's as simple as what's for dinner." Or, "The minute you say never, expect to do that exact thing sometime in your life." That's held up very well. But the best advice I have received in all these years was shared by my parents before I transferred to SIUE. If you aren't happy with your life, do something to change it. Nothing will happen by sitting and doing nothing. Go out there, make a change, and chase your happiness. If you don't reach happiness, at least you're a little closer to finding it. Needless to say, all of us experience things that we don't expect in life and probably already have in the course of our educations. At the time I received this advice, I was attending a university 800 miles from home and feeling a deep sense of despair over the state of my education and life in general. So I took a chance, turning 180 degrees from the plans I'd had since I was 15 years old, and I transferred to this amazing university. My first day was intimidating, to say the least. I wondered if I would succeed, and I wondered if I would make it through to achieve my dream of going to medical school. I was afraid of failing, disappointing myself or my family, or becoming just another number, a dollar sign in a crowd of students that no one recognized or cared about. But obviously, that didn't happen. To say this school changed my perspective on life is an understatement. I, being a biology major, of course studied sciences like genetics, about which I was already passionate. But I also succeeded in subjects I don't really like and am not naturally good at, like organic chemistry. I delved into other disciplines like history, sociology, psychology, and philosophy, learning about the connections between every single subject and the importance of those connections. I learned lessons on inclusion and politics, on health and wellness, and on helping others. Without uncertainty, without the twisting turns and unexpected changes of life, I never would have attended this university. I never would have made lifelong friendships that will stand the test of time. I never would have forged relationships with professors that have enriched my education in immeasurable ways. I never would have found a balance between mental and physical health and my education. The person I was entering my first year of college is very different from the person standing in front of you today, as I'm sure is the case for all of you. There were a lot of life lessons. Some of them learned the hard way. And even though I wouldn't say this path has always been easy or fun, that leap of faith 3 years ago ended up changing my life completely and for the better. Life seems to be like that sometimes. We, especially us type A people, plan everything down to the minute. But I urge you, instead of crying or grimacing in pain and annoyance when life takes longer or chooses a different path than expected, or when obstacles bar that path, embrace it. You can't predict the things that life will teach you about yourself and about others. You never know when something better than you could have imagined or expected will come along. As we move forward from our undergraduate experiences, taking the lessons we learned along with us, we will instill the spirit of SIUE's values and mission into the world around us. We will spread the values of integrity, inclusion, equality, and lifelong learning. We will embody the change we want to see in the world and strive to make a difference through our voices and actions. After all, as was said by author Bob Moawad, you can't make footprints in the sands of time by sitting on your butt. And who wants to leave butt prints in the sands of time? To the faculty and staff, thank you so much for your immense wisdom and guidance over the last few years. Because of you, we are ready to conquer the world and have the skills to do it. To our friends and families, thank you for the love and constant support of Big Dreams. We never would have made it this far without you. And to my fellow students, thank you for being the life of this campus and making my experience what it has been, irreplaceable and unforgettable. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Kristen, for your message, and congratulations on your many achievements. The candidates for graduation will be presented by Dean Budsman and Dean Carachel to Chancellor Pembroke for conferral of their degrees. In your program, you will see that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude are noted by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks respectively. They are also wearing cords on their academic regalia indicating those honors. In addition, candidates who are honor scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Also listed in your program are graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Army and Air Force. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please be respectful to all guests celebrating the occasion by remaining seated and holding your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Thank you. Dean Budsman will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the College of Arts and Sciences, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Budsman. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward?
Randy Albert Stark. Amanda Julia Adams. Catherine Stella Akeley. Adam Mahmoud Aldabi. Trevor James Alexander. Linus Amonte. Christian Newman Arcelona. Paige Kennedy Aarons. Nicholas Keith Ballard. Bradley Allen Bates. Thomas Aquinas Nye. Mohammed Abdelaziz Hassan. Nicole Leslie Beavers. Michaelin Rose Bent. Claire Agnes Berry. Courtney Michelle Bettis. Sydney Ashton Margaret Bleich. Alec Richard Bold. Emily Patricia Borkowski. Bree Ann Brzkowski. Miles Joseph Brunk. Jacob Thomas Brush. Justin A. Bursey. Megan Ann Control. Logan Scott Carnes. Hannah R. Carter. Emily Aline Castro. Kendra Nicole Chambliss. Alexis Tiara Chancellor. Courtney Grace Chapman. Ezekiel Y. Chavez. Tasmeem Raida Chowdhury. Blake Stephen Collier. Morrison L. Connolly. Michael Anthony Coughlin. Chloe Elizabeth Cox. Skylar Richard Cox. Kaylin Elise Kruthis. Jasmine Lolita Davis. Cameron Terrell Dean. Clayton P. Donald. Lisa Marie Duin. Andrew Michael Eckert. Brandon Joseph Edwards. Cameron Michael Eichens. Caleb Scott Ellis. Amanda Judith Esposito. Bailey Marie Farrar. Nolan Brian Finney. Justin Blair Fitz. Jack Calder Fitzwilliam. Amanda L. Fix. Danielle Taylor Vogel. Dylan Andrew Gladson. Mary Madison Godsey. Natalie Carol Geckner. Matthew Emil Gessling. Haley L. Gokener. Snezana S. Grubisic. Stacy M. Guy. Olivia Rose Haddocks. Amber Nicole Hanch. Joshua Adam Harper. Benjamin G. Harson. Blake Gabriel Hayes. Colin Hayes. Cole Andrew Hoffman. Kaylin Nicole Inman. Hannah Elizabeth Jackson. Charday C. Jameson Hampton. Alan Montel Jefferson. Jamario Keith Jeffries. Kenzie Ray Jenkins. Levi Trent Johnson. Joshua Lavelle Jones. Kristen June Ishmael. Natalie Rose Kennett. Michaela Marie Kingsley. James Daniel Kirk. Justin D. Crones. Paige Nicole Lahun. Ashton Elizabeth Lee. Anne Christine Link. Ruth Michael Linneman. Justin Edward Lose. Andrew Jacob Lozano. Mallory Rose Mogg. Ariel Rose Mannion. Catherine Elizabeth Marlowe. Zachary Stephen Mayberry. Brendan Wesley McDaniel. Jalea Lenice Faith McKinney. Cody Joe Meinert. Crystal Marie Mena. Evan Thomas Miller. Nicholas John Milner. Daniel Thomas Montgomery. Amber Monet Morris. Michaela Ann Mueller. Nicholas Andrew Murray. Riley Paige Mushill. Carl Namini. Colin Jacob Nesselrode. Parker Lloyd Newholfen. Katie Jean Nolte. Madison Marietta Norris. James Randolph Newoffer. Douglas Michael O'Donnell. Abayomi Stephen Ogundeson. Samantha Ann Ollendorf. Sarah Ashley Olson. Megan Nicole Ormsby. Haley Noel Ott. Sarah Beth Paget. Leland Parker. Megan Elizabeth Paskowitz. Kushan Pritesh Kumar Patel. Erica Michelle Periedri. Alec Joseph Piowarchek. Andrea Nicole Potachnik. Bobby Joe Potter. Natalie A. Rechek. Rylan Deshawn Rice. Max Robert Rickerson. Derek Bradley Scott Ricker. Clara Renee Rickman. Trent Armin Rieger. Areli Joana Rodriguez Garcia. Molly Ann Sager. Peter Salvo. Jenna C. Sanders. Justin A. Sanders. Tristan Clark Sanford. Drew Shin Scanlon. Nathan Francis Schmidt. Mason Stephen Schroeder. Benjamin Keith Schutte. Gabrielle Faye Silva. Joshua Adam Skunberg. Lauren Ashley Smith. Kelly Ann Sopek. Jaron Alonzo Sorrell. Delina Nicole Stokes. Molly Elizabeth Smith. Joseph K. Stromeyer. Rachel Margaret Town. Iris Trejo Apolinar. Alexander Tu. Bo N. Taraski. Juan Carlos Vallardes Hernandez. Dominic Christopher Von Felt. Trey Walters. L'Oreal Jocelyn Ward. Alexander Lawrence Warthen. Robert Van Weaver. Rachel Westendorf. Amelia L. Williams. Victoria Nicole Wilson. Sunny Lee Winker. Amanda Marie Anastasia Wolk. Jacob Jeffrey Worms.
Dean Carachel will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Engineering.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Engineering please rise? Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Engineering, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Engineering, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Carachal. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Engineering, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Engineering please come forward?
Berkay Altunis. Buse Ashnuk. Sera Atasever. Batuhan Hazar Adoan. Melike Selin Palikci. Dilara Bilgik. Sena Bonjuk. Ali Chalayan. Berkay Chanulari. Aslihan Çelik. Canberk Cinar. Gökberk Erdoğan. Okan Esengin. Sena Gök. Betül Gökalp. Kan Batuhan Gül. Emre Güleç. Oğuz Egehan Gürsoy. Barbaros Kutay Hacı Osmanoğlu. Ahmet Utku Kale. Osman Kavaf. Hakan Burak Kaynar. Tukce Kiraz. Sechin Nisa Kuramot. Gözde Mazlum. Denise Merjan. Nikati Onur Özler. Berk Özterk. Yiğit Savaş. Denise Işıl Şimşek. Altug Sonmez. Bengisu Toksun. Batuhan Yilmaz. Cord C. Beckemeyer. Adam William Papiernik. Preston D. Whitaker. William Andrew Adeli. Adeshola Adepimpe, Lydia Adewale. John Paul Adlington. Ali Muid Al-Jabran. Abdulaziz Saud K. Al-Dafari. Kyle David Alexander. Abdullah Al-Katani. Ahmed Mohammed Abded Al-Katani. Daniel Raymond Aman. Bilal Tahir Aziz. Joseph Matthew Ballman. Andrew Michael Becker. John Barnard Bentley. Blake Nicholas Bergman. Tyler Joseph Bianconi. Scott Allen Bone. Todd Jarbar Brasher. Jason S. Bringer. Justin David Bruce. Ross Aaron Burnworth. Peter Yahia Butrus. James Thomas Callahan. Elida Sain. Jonah Matthew Campbell. Devin Paul Carlson. Bailey J. Carruthers. Jun Hei Cho. Andrew David Sisler. Thomas Matthew Clifford. Zachary Alexander Clowers. Nicholas Joseph Colonies. Christopher Adam Couch. Kevin Frederick Craig. Logan Garrett Craig. Jared William Cross. Nicholas George Dalzell. Nathaniel Caden Day. Jason M. Decker. Chelsea Johanna Deiters. Christian Diaz. Alexander Jude Dinan. Quentin J. Dorr. Christopher O. Donovan. Maxim Orban Norshenko. Taylor Jean Dowdy. Jeffrey Curtis Eilers. Kyle A. Emery. Zachary Joseph Fenton. Andrew Thomas Fingerhut. Howard Gene Fisher. Christian L. Freeman. Samuel Edward Gass. Samuel Edward Glazer. Justin A. Geckner. Tyler Jeffrey Godey. John Paul Green. Dalton Michael Greenwalt. Ryan David Geldner. Zachary James Hake. Christopher Nelson Hagnar. Lucas McCrae Hansen. Islam A. Hassan. Logan Mitchell Hawker. Vincent Morris Heacock. Jonathan P. Hearn. Brandon Michael Henk. James Donovan Herpel. Jared Allen Hopper. All right. Jelani Keith Trigg Hurto. No? Nathaniel Robert Irwin. Colin Edward Jansen. Benjamin David Jennings. Cody Robert Johnson. Melvin V. Jones. Chad Joseph Juno. Ethan Cordell Kemper. Brian Francis Kier. Nicholas Isaiah Kierbach. Nathaniel James Kirby. Elizabeth Ann Klaas. Colin James Contio. Brittany Taylor Coder. Crossy. Michael DeLucis Crossy. Nicholas Allen Craiglow. Casey James Krug. Michaela Marie Kulisakara. Jason Lane. Richard Blake Lawson. Jonathan Joseph Lengerman. Alexander Michael Long. Ryan Lertz. Manswitz. Matthew Colin Manswitz. Nathan Michael Mano. Michaela Grace Matthews. Lindsay Nicole McCall. Alexander McCurry. Austin Daniel McCain. Eric William Melosi. Diane Renee Meng. Colton Spencer Miller. Cristobal Molina Benitez. Sergio Morales. Paul Eugene Morris. Matthew William Morton. Alex Paul Nail. Curtis Patrick Nemski. Justin Scott Pearson. Shelby Lynn Paradotti. Aaron Lee Pierce. Benjamin Lawrence Pierce. Cade Garrett Puzzi. Taylor J. Pizinski. Luka Radovich. Elise Marie Rainey. Jack Tyler Ralston. Jonathan Paul Reynolds. Daniel Reynoso. Jacob Logan Rhodes. Brendan Michael Sands. Atalay Soydemir. John Allen Schaller. Matthew James Schlecht. Tyler Andrew Schlecht. Christopher Scott. Michael Jeffrey Scott. Logan David Paul Sherrill. Jeremy Dean Sickmeyer. Andrew William Sievers. Daniel Lee Smalley. Brady Andrew Smith. Patrick Robert Snyders. Dylan James Specht. Blake Alexander Spencer. Mark Andrew Staub. Andrew Jacob Strickler. Joel Wayne Switzer. Michael Joseph Towley. Jordan James Tillerson. Jacob Ryan Troxel. Kyle William Volling. Michael David Vester. Levi James Von Bokel. Tyler August Vonderhaar. Logan Michael Waldron. Cade James Walter. Alexander Wegman. Dalton Michael Wesley. Ryan O'Neill Wheeler. Zachary Richard Wheeler. Victoria Renee Wiesman. Ryan Scott Wirchis. Joseph Benjamin Wisdom. Russell Joseph Waltering. Eric Scott Woodshank. Ashley Nicole Wiley. Sean Montgomery Ewell. Justin Thomas Zanger. Jordan Andrew Zeiset. William Charles George Zare. Craig J. Ziegler.
Thank you to Dr. Chris Gordon for reading the graduates' names. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Andrew Ravanelli, class of 2004 graduate and Vice President of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
All right. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, it's my sincere pleasure to congratulate you on a job well done and to welcome you to your Alumni Association. I always considered SIUE my second home, where my classmates were my second family. So I also welcome you to your new alumni family. Do we have any SIUE alums in the audience today? Please stand and be recognized. Woo! That's always great to see. Welcome home, and I hope that you'll help us embrace and support these new graduates on their future journey. President Obama once said, "Science is more than a school subject or a periodic table or a property of a wave. It's an approach to the world, a critical way to understand and explore and engage with the world, and then have the capacity to change that world." Graduates, today you are joining more than 110,000 SIUE alumni who have leveraged their SIU education and experiences to shape an ever-changing world while paving the way for your future success. As STEM graduates, society needs your knowledge and skills to solve tough problems, gather and evaluate evidence, and make sense of information. But more than that, Bill Gates said, "Power comes not from knowledge kept, but from knowledge shared." Today, I challenge you to be excellent and to share your burgeoning expertise with your community and with the world to make it a better one. As SIUE alumni, we have the responsibility to advance our alma mater's tradition of leadership, excellence, and service. The Alumni Association's mission is to engage, educate, and empower Cougars for life. We accomplish our mission through university advocacy, student scholarships, alumni networking, social events, and student mentoring. All SIU graduates are automatic lifetime members of the Alumni Association, and there are no fees or dues. The Alumni Association endeavors to keep you informed and engaged in the university community long after today's commencement ceremony. So please follow us on social media to stay connected and involved with your new alma mater. You are a part of the history of this amazing university, and you will always be welcome here. Congratulations, class of 2019. We're very proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Ravanelli. And now, would all of the 2019 spring graduates please rise? Okay, graduates, for this to work, your tassel needs to be on the right-hand side. Everybody ready? In recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move the tassel from right to left. I told you we were going to clap a lot for you. All right, you may have a seat.
Honored guests, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Michael Hawkins. The lyrics are printed in the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the seating area. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us on this momentous occasion. We hope you will return home and visit us often. Now please rise for the alma mater.
I'm just like,
Above the Mississippi plain, your splendor meets the sky. You give to all a chance to gain. You raise our spirits high. Hail, oh, hail, SIUE, our gratitude we owe. Our fount of opportunity, where in life we go.